National security advisors of Iran, Russia and 5 Central Asian countries are holding security talks in India's capital, New Delhi. These are the first India-led talks on the ongoing crisis in Afghanistan. Indian security advisor Ajit Doval gave the opening remarks at the talks this morning, saying that what happens in Afghanistan has implications not only for its citizens but also neighboring countries.
We are meeting today to discuss matters relating to Afghanistan. We all have been keenly watching the developments in that country. These have important implications not only for the people of Afghanistan but also for its neighbors and the region. This is the time for close consultations amongst us, greater cooperation and interaction and coordination among the regional countries.
Now, Iran called for the formation of an inclusive government, while Russia said it hoped that the talks would move forward the process of making Afghanistan a stable region.
Which can improve the situation in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan is involved in terrorism, poverty and misery, unfortunately. Basically, in Afghanistan, you have just crisis, the crisis of migration and refugees. And the solution comes only through the formation of an inclusive government with the participation of all ethnic groups. And therefore, we hope we would be able to determine who would be the fourth, where and who would host the fourth round. And also we would be able to come up with ideas with what mechanism we can resolve the issues in Afghanistan.
I expect that today we will be able to make another step forward in elaborating common measures of ensuring national security and maintaining regional stability. I wish us all a productive day.
And for more on this, we're now being joined by principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibal and also Anas Malik, who are joining us live right now. Siddhant, first to you, what can you tell us about the developments and the forward plan from the NSA level meet?
Well, one of the biggest outcomes of this meeting is the fact that the NSAs of 8 countries here in Delhi speaking this morning publicly. We saw the visuals and, of course, what they had to say, the initial statements by the NSA. And if you look at the statements made by all NSA, one common thread was when it comes to how Afghanistan is a worry and a challenge for the region, and these countries need to work together to form a consensus, especially in terms of a regional security architecture. There were countries like Tajikistan which emphasized on drug trafficking. We know that the Iranians talked about the Indian role in Afghanistan, appreciated that. The Russians talked about their Moscow format and talked about how there can be more engagement in terms of regional countries. In fact, the Russians also mentioned the name of various formats, one of which involves Pakistan as well. But largely, this meeting is a message that not only New Delhi is a stakeholder when it comes to Afghanistan, but also a message being sent to Kabul on a day when we know that the Taliban foreign minister will be in Islamabad. So essentially the optics send a message of how when it comes to regional countries they are worried about the situation. And New Delhi, of course, hosting this in-person meeting, the first such in-person meeting of officials in the aftermath of the Taliban takeover in the month of August. We know that as the day progresses, there will be more development. There are talks of a joint statement as well, and later we will also see the bilateral meeting of the Indian NSA with his Iranian, Russian and the Kazakh counterpart.
Right, Siddhant, I will just come to that. Going to Anas now. Anas, there is no representation from Afghanistan since most of these nations have not legitimized the Taliban. What can you tell us about that?
Well, there is no representation from Afghanistan, you rightly mentioned, though there are talks in Afghanistan, and the interim government over here, the Taliban government over here, is closely monitoring these talks. They say that they hope and believe that these talks will come out with a positive outcome for Afghanistan. This is what has been stated by Inamullah Samangani, the deputy spokesperson of the Taliban. He's also said and hoped that in the next round of these talks, the Taliban would be there. Now, it is pertinent to mention that some days back we saw foreign ministers of the region, that was a Pakistan-led initiative, meeting in Iran. That was the second of such meetings, which had Afghanistan's immediate neighbors, and they had decided to hold the next round in China. That will be next year, which will be Taliban in participation. So that Afghanistan here, the government over here will be very closely be monitoring that. On the other hand, as Siddhant has mentioned it, in a while from now, the Taliban's foreign minister Amir Khan Muttaqi will be flying to Islamabad, and where he is scheduled to hold bilateral talks and meetings with his Pakistani counterpart, and important meetings as well. And then in the evening in Islamabad, he'll be seeing Tom West arriving as well. There are speculations that there can possibly be a meeting between Tom West, the American side, and the Taliban delegation in Islamabad, though it is still unclear. But all in all, they look forward to the Troika meeting as well, that is scheduled to be held tomorrow in Islamabad.
Right, Siddhant. Also, like you mentioned earlier, there are further bilaterals expected today as well. What can you tell us about the agenda for the same?
Well, as I pointed out, the three bilaterals with the Russians, with the Iranians and Kazakh. And it's interesting to note that this is the second visit of the Russian NSA to New Delhi since the fall of Kabul to Taliban. And of course, we heard the Russian NSA also speaking earlier this morning. But yesterday, there were two crucial NSA meetings, one with the Uzbek NSA and another with the Tajik NSA. And the emphasis was on the humanitarian aid and the humanitarian crisis emerging in Afghanistan with the onset of winter. Many are not able to get food. That remains a big crisis in Afghanistan. And India keen to help the Afghans, keen to send humanitarian aid to Afghanistan. It has sent a proposal and is keen to send this aid via Pakistan, but there hasn't been any response by Pakistan on that issue. But we have seen other regional countries reaching out to Afghanistan as well when it comes to dealing with the humanitarian crisis. But what is interesting is when it comes to this meeting with the Tajiks, of course, worried about the non-inclusive government in Kabul. This has been a worry expressed by all countries in the region. But what stands the Tajik position different is that there is a huge Tajik minority in Afghanistan, and their lack of representation is something that is worrying the country.
Right. Also, let's go to Anas once again. Anas, what more can you tell us about the Afghan foreign minister's Pakistan visit?
Well, the Taliban's foreign minister Amir Khan Muttaqi is scheduled to visit Islamabad in a while from now. He'll be arriving in Islamabad, and where he will be holding talks with his Pakistani counterpart Shah Mahmood Qureshi. These talks would focus on a wide-ranging issues, which includes bilateral matters, economic problems, humanitarian aid, the issue of migrants, the issue of border crossing, and so on and so forth. Terrorism would also be talked about, because remember, this visit comes in the backdrop of the Tehreek-e-Taliban and Pakistan government talks, which have been facilitated by the Afghan government. So that would be talked about as well. And then tomorrow, that all-important meeting of the Troika Plus, or the extended Troika, which has Pakistan, China, Russia, and the US. Today in the evening, we're expecting Thomas West to arrive, the new US Special Representative on Afghanistan. He is due to arrive in Islamabad in the evening later today. And there are speculations in Islamabad there can possibly be a bilateral meeting between the US delegation and the Taliban delegation, though it is still unclear and a bit too early to call for that. But the Troika Plus meeting happening just in a span of a month's time. The last such Troika Plus meeting took place in Moscow on the 19th of October. Before that, we saw the Troika Plus meeting taking place on the 11th of August, just a little before the fall of Kabul. That is the reason, so it makes it all very significant. The focus, of course, would be on humanitarian aid, because winter is already here. It was -1 last night. Behind me, not sure if you can see the mountains that are behind me. That's Paghman Valley, and it's all snowy on there. So it's life is increasingly becoming difficult for the residents of Kabul, because with winters here, with snow approaching, and no food supplies, the humanitarian crisis just gets deeper and deeper, and that would be on top of the agenda. Him?
Right. Anas and Siddhant, thank you so much for joining us with all your inputs on this. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.